because of 3i Atlas. Apparently, the race is in October, and just around the time when this object will come closest to the sun.
3i Atlas is moving closer to the sun. There's still so much we don't know, and with the sun's glare taking over, our window to see this interstellar visitor from Earth is closing fast.
Something massive and ancient is in our solar system, and it is not behaving like anything we've ever seen. Called 3i/ATLAS, this 6-mile-wide object from interstellar space is on a trajectory so precise it looks engineered. Many people are crazy about this object, but the details are what make it truly shocking. Its tail defies physics. It's bigger than any other known interstellar visitor, and it will conveniently vanish from view at the most critical moment. Now, leaked evidence from a NASA insider has confirmed the deepest fears of some astronomers, suggesting this is no comet at all. The truth is far stranger. Celestial checkmate. In the vast, silent theater of space, a new actor has taken the stage, and it's delivering a performance that has astronomers on the edge of their seats. This isn't some distant, flickering star. It's a colossal intruder right here in our cosmic backyard. Meet 3i/ATLAS, an object from beyond our solar system that is shattering our understanding of the universe. Traveling at a mind-bending 130,000 miles per hour, this behemoth is not just passing through. It seems to be on a mission. The thing nobody tells you is that the initial label of comet is quickly becoming a thin veil for something far more profound, and for some, deeply concerning. This object is big, potentially over 5.5 miles across, making it the largest interstellar visitor we've ever recorded. But its size is the least of its mysteries. You see, 3i/ATLAS is a master of defying expectations. For starters, its trajectory is just too perfect. It's making suspiciously close passes to Mars, Venus, and even Jupiter, lining up in a way that looks less like a random cosmic accident and more like a calculated grand tour of our solar system. The odds of this happening by chance are, to put it mildly, astronomically low. It's the kind of path our own engineers at NASA spend years designing for probes like Voyager, using planetary gravity to slingshot them efficiently across the vastness of space. But the weirdness doesn't stop there. The most glaring, head-scratching anomaly is its tail. Every science textbook will tell you that a comet's tail, pushed by solar winds and radiation, should always point away from the sun. It's basic physics. Yet the dust tail of 3i/ATLAS points towards the sun. This isn't just unusual, it's a flat-out contradiction of the known laws that govern our cosmos. How is this possible? Scientists are scrambling for answers, proposing complex theories about strange materials venting from its surface with enough force to overpower the sun itself, but none of the explanations feel quite right. It's a true moment for the astronomical community. And then there's the timing of its grand finale. On October 29, 2025, 3i/ATLAS will reach its closest point to the sun, a moment when it should be at its brightest and most active, revealing its secrets under the intense solar glare. But in a move of almost theatrical timing, it will be perfectly hidden from Earth's view, tucked directly behind the sun. It's like a magician vanishing in a puff of smoke at the climax of their greatest trick. This convenient disappearance has led many astronomers to voice a growing unease. It feels less like a coincidence and more like a deliberate act of concealment. The official story is that it's just a comet, an ancient relic from another star system, but the leaked evidence paints a much different and far more shocking picture. This object isn't just a chunk of ice and rock. It's a 7-billion-year-old traveler, older than our Earth, older even than our Sun. It originated from a region of the galaxy known as the Thick Disk, a place filled with ancient stars and primordial chemistry. It might be carrying within it the very building blocks of a long-dead alien world, pristine samples of what the galaxy was like in its infancy. Using advanced tools, scientists hope to study the light reflecting off its surface to see if it's metallic, icy, or something else entirely. They plan to use powerful magnetometers to detect any unusual magnetic signatures that would set it apart from the comets born in our own solar system. You see, but not all things are what they seem. The initial observations showed it was shedding dust without any of the gas jets that normally propel a comet. It was a ghost, silently gliding through our system on a path that defied logic. The leaked documents suggest that what we're seeing is something so far beyond our current understanding that it forces us to question everything. This is more than just an astronomical event. It's a mystery unfolding in real time, right above our heads. The evidence points not to a natural phenomenon, but to something with intent. Something that seems to know exactly where it's going. What it's made of could change science forever. Hiding in plain sight. When something as bizarre as 3I/ATLAS appears, you'd expect the global scientific community to be shouting from the rooftops. You'd anticipate a flood of press releases, daily updates, and a general sense of shared wonder and excitement. Instead, what has surrounded this interstellar anomaly is a strange and unsettling quiet. Many people are crazy about getting more information, but the official channels have been tight-lipped, feeding the public only sterile, carefully worded statements. This official silence is in stark contrast to the frantic behind-the-scenes chatter allegedly revealed by the NASA insider. The things nobody tells you is that while the public is being told this is just a fascinating comet, private communications between observatories and space agencies tell a story of confusion, disbelief, and even outright alarm. The leak suggests a deliberate effort to downplay the object's truly baffling characteristics. Why? The simple answer is often the most disturbing. They don't know what it is, and the unknown is a source of panic. Think about it. The world's greatest astronomical minds, equipped with billions of dollars in technology, are staring at an object that breaks fundamental laws of physics. Its sunward-pointing tail isn't just a curiosity, it's a direct challenge to centuries of established science. Its trajectory isn't just a coincidence, it's a statistical impossibility that screams design. The leak claims that terms like artificial and non-natural have been used in confidential discussions. There's a growing fear that admitting the truth, that they are completely stumped, would cause a public panic they are not prepared to handle. So the strategy appears to be one of control. Manage the narrative, release information in slow, digestible drips, and avoid any language that could be considered sensational. The convenient disappearance behind the sun in 2025 is the perfect excuse. It provides a built-in reason for a lack of data, a period where they can say, we can't observe it, buying them precious time to figure out what's really going on without the prying eyes of the world watching their every move. The wow factor here is the sheer scale of the information being withheld. The leaked documents allegedly contain preliminary analyses of the object's composition that are far from what you'd expect in a comet. While water ice has been detected, there are hints of something more. The ratio of deuterium to hydrogen in that water could be the smoking gun. If it's wildly different from what we see in our solar system, it's definitive proof it was born in a completely different kind of stellar nursery under conditions alien to our own. Furthermore, the James Webb Space Telescope is slated to examine 3I/ATLAS in the infrared spectrum. This isn't just a routine observation. The leak suggests they are looking for specific heat signatures, not from simple outgassing, but from something more akin to a power source or propulsion system. They will be searching for chemical compounds that have no business being on a simple ball of ice and dust. This is a high-stakes investigation, and the results are being kept under a heavy blanket of security. The conspiracy isn't about hiding aliens, it's about hiding ignorance and the terrifying possibility that we've encountered something that operates on a level of physics we can't yet comprehend. It's a cosmic hot potato, and no one wants to be the one to drop it. The narrative control extends to its very nature. Initially, it was just an object, then a comet. But the insider claims that behind closed doors, a new designation is being considered, one that would classify it as something entirely new. The reluctance to share this with the public stems from a simple, powerful fear. If we admit this object is not natural, then we have to confront the reality that something or someone sent it. And that is a reality the world may not be ready for. The silence isn't empty, it's filled with unspoken questions and alarming possibilities. but the silence is about to be broken. A 7 billion year journey. Let's step back from the conspiracies and anomalies for a moment and consider what 3I/ATLAS truly represents, even in the most conservative scientific view. This object is a time capsule. It's a physical piece of history, an estimated 7 billion years old, that has traveled an unimaginable distance to reach us. You see, it was born in the Milky Way's thick disk, an ancient, sprawling suburb of our galaxy populated by some of the first stars that ever formed. This means 3I/ATLAS is a relic from a time before our sun even ignited, before the Earth and the other planets in our solar system had even begun to coalesce from dust and gas. It is, quite literally, a ghost from the dawn of our galaxy. The wow factor is almost impossible to overstate. Contained within this 5.5-mile wide body could be trapped grains of pristine interstellar dust, unchanged for billions of years. Analyzing this material would be like opening a pharaoh's tomb, giving us a direct look at the primordial chemistry that eventually seeded the galaxy with the building blocks of life. This is why scientists are so desperate to study it, even as they publicly downplay its stranger aspects. The things nobody tells you is that this isn't just about understanding comets. It's about understanding our own origins. The water detected in its coma is a prime target. All life on Earth depends on water, but we're still not 100% sure how our oceans got here. One leading theory is that comets delivered it. By studying the specific isotopic fingerprint of the water on 3I/ATLAS, specifically its ratio of heavy water to normal water, we can see if it matches the water in our oceans. If it does, it strengthens the idea that life's essential ingredient was an interstellar delivery. If it doesn't match, it tells us that the water in its home star system was fundamentally different from ours, opening up a whole new world of possibilities for how life might evolve elsewhere. Many people get carried away with the idea of alien technology, but the natural possibilities of this object are just as mind-blowing, if not more so. Let's really think about what 3I/ATLAS represents. It's a true time capsule from the dawn of our galaxy. Imagine for a second what this object has witnessed on its 7 billion year odyssey across the cosmos. It would have drifted silently through colossal stellar nurseries where brand new suns were igniting for the very first time. It would have passed through the ghostly expanding remnants of stars that went supernova, bathing it in the heavy elements forged in their fiery ends, the very same elements that make up our planet and even us. Its surface is a history book written in the language of cosmic radiation and interstellar dust. Every crater tells a story of a close call. Every chemical deposit a memory of a nebula it passed through millions of years ago. This is why scientists are so desperate to get a good look at it. The polarimetric analysis, which studies how light reflects off its surface, will be crucial. It can tell us if the surface is a fluffy, dark dust like most comets, or if it's a hard, reflective surface like ice, or even solid metal. A metallic surface would be an unbelievable discovery, suggesting this isn't a comet at all, but perhaps a fragment of a planet that was shattered in a cosmic collision billions of years ago. And get this, the water ice detected in its coma could hold the biggest secret of all. By analyzing the flavor of that water, specifically the ratio of heavy hydrogen to normal hydrogen, we could answer one of life's biggest questions. Where did Earth's oceans come from? If its water matches ours, it's a huge clue that comets like this one delivered the essential ingredient for life billions of years ago. But here's where it gets even crazier. What if it's carrying more than just the ingredients for life? The theory of panspermia suggests that life itself can travel between star systems, sheltered inside objects just like this one. It's possible that 3I/ATLAS could be carrying dormant microscopic organisms frozen for eons, just waiting for the right conditions to awaken. The implications are staggering. Life may not have started on Earth, but was instead delivered by an interstellar messenger. The sheer age and survival of this object is a statistical marvel. At 7 billion years old, it has dodged countless dangers. It wasn't captured by a star's gravity, it wasn't shattered, and it didn't just evaporate into nothing. This has led to even wilder, more extreme theories. Some scientists have wondered if its core is made of something far more exotic than rock and ice. Could it be a nugget of strange matter, an ultra-dense material forged in the heart of an exploded neutron star? Such an object would be incredibly durable, explaining its survival, and its immense density could even affect its trajectory in subtle ways we're just beginning to notice. It's a rugged, ancient wanderer carrying the untainted secrets of the galaxy's youth. Whether it's a planetary fragment, a life-bearing seed, or a piece of exotic physics, 3I/ATLAS is a messenger. The message it carries is written in its chemistry, its physics, and its impossible motion. And even if we can only decipher a single sentence of that message before it disappears, it could be enough to completely change our understanding of the universe and our place within it. The message may be older than we ever imagined, more than meets the eye. So here we are, faced with an object that seems to defy simple explanation. Is 3I/ATLAS just a once-in-a-billion-year cosmic fluke, a natural comet so strange that it just happens to mimic all the signs of intelligent design? Or are we witnessing something else, something that requires a complete paradigm shift in how we see the universe? Let's lay out the evidence as if we were a jury deciding the fate of reality itself. First, you have the trajectory. This isn't just a random rock falling through space. It's executing a grand tour of our inner solar system with a precision that is, frankly, unbelievable. Its flyby of Mars will bring it within 30 million kilometers, a cosmic hair's breadth. The odds of a random object from another star system charting such a perfect course using planets for gravity assists are so low they are practically zero. It behaves exactly like a highly advanced probe we would design ourselves if we had the technology to send one to another star. Then you have the tail, an act of physics-defying acrobatics that has no easy explanation. The solar wind pushes, the tail points away. That's the rule, always. But 3I/ATLAS breaks that rule with its dust tail pointing stubbornly towards the sun. On top of that, there's the convenient vanishing act. At the exact moment of its peak brightness and activity, when we could learn the most about it, it will slip behind the sun, completely hidden from our best telescopes. And finally, you have its sheer scale and ancient origins. 5.5-mile-wide behemoth that is older than our own planet. The thing is, any one of these anomalies could be dismissed as a spectacular curiosity. But when you put them all together, a pattern emerges that is impossible to ignore. It paints a picture, not of a random object, but of an object with a purpose. This is where we step into the realm of wild speculation, but it's speculation grounded in these deeply unsettling facts. Could 3I/ATLAS be a probe? The idea of a Bracewell probe, an autonomous robotic craft sent by an extraterrestrial civilization to explore the galaxy, fits the evidence perfectly. Such a probe would be designed to be ancient, durable, and ruthlessly efficient. It would absolutely use planetary gravity assists to save fuel. Its unconventional propulsion system could easily explain the anomalous tail, and its behavior wouldn't be to announce itself with flashing lights. It would be to observe, to gather data silently and efficiently. Or perhaps it's something even stranger and in some ways more profound. Could it be dead technology? A derelict ship from a long-vanished civilization tumbling silently through the cosmos for billions of years until it happened to drift into our system. Its rotation, which has been clocked at a steady 16 hours, suggests it's a solid, structurally sound object, not a loosely held together ball of ice and rock that would be wobbling erratically through space. This would be a cosmic ghost ship, an archaeological find that would tell us not only that we are not alone, but that others came before us and are now gone. As we approach the 2025 perihelion, the final pieces of this puzzle will be put into place. The observations from the James Webb Space Telescope are paramount. The thing nobody tells you is that they aren't just looking for water and dust. They are hunting for the smoking gun. If that powerful eye in the sky detects complex, manufactured hydrocarbons, specific metallic signatures that can only come from technology, or pockets of heat that can't be explained by the sun's warmth alone, the debate will be over. the world will have changed in an instant. This isn't just about a single object anymore. It's about our own assumptions. We look at the vast, empty universe and expect it to follow our rules, the laws of physics as we understand them. But what if our rulebook is just the first chapter in a library we didn't even know existed? What if 3I/ATLAS operates on principles we haven't discovered yet? For most of us, the universe is a distant, abstract thing we see in pretty pictures. But this brings the greatest mystery of all time right to our doorstep. Let's just talk for a minute. Are we really supposed to believe that an object older than our planet just happened to show up? That it just happened to be on the same plane as our planets? That it just happened to take a tour of our most interesting neighbors? And that it just happened to schedule its most important moment for a time when we are conveniently unable to watch? It feels like we are missing a key detail, doesn't it? The official story of a simple, albeit unusual comet is starting to look less like a scientific conclusion and more like a comforting story we are telling ourselves because the alternative is too much to handle. The evidence leaked by the NASA insider suggests the truth is bigger, weirder, and infinitely more important. The final verdict on 3I/ATLAS is yet to be written, but it promises to be one for the history books. What secrets does this ancient traveler hold? Is its arrival a mere cosmic chance or a sign of something more? Like and subscribe for more shocking revelations.